Hey guys, welcome back to CJ's Keto Kitchen. We are having another delicious comfort casserole tonight, and it is going to be Chicken Jalapeno Popper Casserole. So come along with me and let's get started. So jalapeno poppers are probably originally a Tex-Mex food, of course, and they are a play on what Texans call armadillo eggs, and that is generally almost like a chili relleno. So these became very popular in the other parts of the United States right around the late 80s, early 90s. And I remember coming to Washington State in the early 90s and having the first one that I ever ate from the deli at Safeway. And if you don't know what a jalapeno popper is, it's generally a jalapeno popper, and it's stuffed with cream cheese, and generally it's breaded and deep fried. So this casserole is going to have a lot of those flavors, plus some chicken in it, and so it will be a complete protein, and of course it doesn't have any breading. But it only has 7 ingredients, and I am utilizing a rotisserie chicken in my particular version, and it's going to go into the oven really quickly for busy weeknights and to feed your family. So let's jump into the recipe. So to begin this recipe, we need to preheat our oven to 375 degrees. So to make this recipe have extra ease and get it on the table even more quickly, I'm going to be utilizing a rotisserie chicken. And you can use any kind of chicken that you would like, or any kind of chicken that you can find. My rotisserie chicken happens to be about 3 pounds, so I'll be using most of it. And I am just taking it and I'm removing it from the bone, and then I'm going to chop it up kind of in shreds. So the other thing that you need to pre-prepare for this recipe, besides cutting up your cooked chicken, is you need a half a cup of crumbled bacon. I'm using bacon crumbles here, but if you are using slices, it's about 8 slices. So we have our shredded chicken now in the bottom of a 9 by 13 inch baking dish. So I want to season the chicken. I am going to be putting in a little bit of garlic powder. I'm also going to be putting in a little bit of paprika. And as always here at CJ's Keto Kitchen, all of the seasonings are to taste, and you can, of course, omit seasonings that your family does not enjoy. We're going to set that aside, and we are going to be preparing our sauce to go on top of our chicken popper casserole. You need 8 ounces of softened cream cheese. I'm using Philadelphia in this step because it is the lowest carb. So if you're using a grocery store brand, watch your macros. To that, I want 1/4 cup of chicken stock. You could use beef if you preferred, or vegetable. It's up to you. It's basically just to thin our sauce with flavor. We also want 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream. And I am going to whisk that together. I'm now going to spread our sauce over our reserved chicken. So the next step in our chicken jalapeno popper casserole is, of course, jalapenos. They are, in fact, the star of the show. Now, you could use fresh jalapenos if you want. I'm going to be using sliced jalapenos. You could use pickled jalapenos that are in a long strip. If you do not care for jalapenos, even though this is a jalapeno popper casserole, if you wanted something extremely mild, you could use green chilies in this step instead. Or any other mild Latin chili would work for this as well. I'm going to be putting this jar in. You want between 12 ounces and a pound of peppers. And I'm just going to try and situate my peppers evenly over the casserole so that each piece has some jalapeno in it when we go to slice the casserole. Once again, do the peppers based on your personal heat level. Some people really enjoy very hot peppers and some people do not. So definitely choose a pepper that is fitting with your personal taste. Next, we need cheese, and I am going to be putting about 1.5 cups of cheese in this. You could use a Mexican blend. You could use Monterey Jack if you wanted to keep everything white. I'm using cheddar in this step. Definitely use whatever cheese you can find, whatever cheese is available, and just sprinkle it on top as your next layer. Now the final step in our casserole before we put it into the oven is the bacon that we rewarmed earlier. Once again, that is 8 slices or 1/2 cup of crumbled bacon. And we're just going to sprinkle that evenly over the top of our casserole. And I'm going to make sure that all the reserved drippings get in because that is the fat and also the most tasty part of the bacon. Okay. So we have all of our ingredients now in our casserole. We are going to put this into our preheated 375-degree oven and we are going to bake it for 20 minutes. So into the oven we go, 375, 20 minutes. All right, it's been in for 20 minutes. Looks beautiful. We are going to let it sit for about 15 minutes. And then we are going to let CJ tell us what he thinks. Hi, baby.
Hi.
We are having another delicious casserole tonight. A Chicken Jalapeno Popper Casserole.
Alright. So we definitely have a lot of jalapenos in it. It's good. It is, well, when you get a jalapeno, there's a little spice. But so we made this because we were worried that I was going to catch on fire.
It's an Italian soda, in case you're wondering.
Yeah, it's an Italian soda. And it's not that bad. Now, again, though, we eat spicy food. But this isn't, there's some spice when you get a jalapeno pepper. But it's not like this long burn that lasts forever. It really is a good casserole. So you can, I think Sarah mentioned that you can, Sarah used, I think, a whole jar. You don't have to do that. You could take half of it and cut it up or whatever. So we literally do have a jalapeno in every bite. But you don't have to do that. Or you could use a different type of...
Depending on your
level of enjoyment when it comes to jalapenos.
Right. But I actually like it.
I did too. I really enjoyed it.
I did, and I'm not just saying that.
No.
I actually do like it. Nice little kick. And it does remind me of the poppers. I used to order those just by themselves and eat those. And so it does remind me of that. Good job. Thanks, Megan.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for joining us again tonight, you guys. We hope that you enjoyed this casserole as much as we are going to. We really enjoy Latin flavored casseroles here in our family. Hopefully, your family will as well. We would like you to please consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so that you know when we upload new content. We upload twice a week. On Wednesdays, we have ketogenic conversations. Sometimes we have ketogenic food unboxings. Sometimes we're talking about what we eat on this lifestyle. So definitely hit the bell so that you will be notified and will not miss out on any of our content. We upload our new recipes on Sundays. And if you need any information about our recipes, all of that is housed on our blog, and that is cjsketokitchen.com. And there you will find the full printable recipe. You will also find all the ingredients, the macros, any other information that you might need. Also, some of the tips that we learned while making this recipe, and also follow-ups to CJ's taste tests. So definitely head over there. We are also on social media. We are on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Pinterest. And we post teaser photos there. Other people who are making our recipes also post their photos there, and it is a nice way to have continuity in our ketogenic community. So definitely join us there as well. And we hope that you will come back next time and see us again on CJ's Keto Kitchen.